Hello, All Tower fans, to another All Tower podcast. This week's Spoilercast was delayed a week due to some unforeseen issues, but we have it for you now as we dive into what we are calling Twisted Disney. We will discuss the possible subliminal messaging in Disney movies. On the calendar for next week is another Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Spoilercast crossover for marvelously terrible movies, where we will be discussing comic book movie flops like Green Lantern, Daredevil, and every single version of Fantastic Four. Even the Laserdisc version most of you have never saw, and I don't recommend that you do. Quickly approaching is the Game Convention in Springfield, Missouri. D.A. Roberts and Roper will be there, so go check them out, as we hope to have copies of the Ragnarok Rising expandable card game available for purchase, or at least on display for you to check out. As D.A. will also have copies of his books and discuss zombies, sci-fi, Stephen King, George R.R. Martin, the cosmos, probably anything you want to talk about, because that man is awesome. Go talk to him, pick his brain, nerd it up with him a little bit, because he's awesome to talk to, writes amazing books. Be sure to check him out on Facebook at D.A. Roberts Author. And also, you can pick up his books on Amazon or head over to his publishing site, darkwaterfiction.com. As always, we want to thank Spellbook Studios for the use of their recording studio. Check out their awesome games at spellbook.com, where you can also find links to their social pages. And finally, be sure to head over to our website, give us some love, at alltowerpodcast.com, where you can find links to our Facebook and YouTube pages. Now perk up your ear holes, boys and girls, for another All Tower podcast, recorded in Spellbook Studios.
Hello and welcome to Spoilercast by All Tower Media. Did that work? Spoilercast by All Tower Media? You're standing over there you're just primed and ready.
Yeah, I'm just waiting.
Just waiting on me to mess up with my intro, so this way you can just hammer me on it.
You're kind of messing up right now.
No, I'm not. I'm just staring at you because you get this creepy look on your face.
Well, we've stopped introing, and now we're just going
this
straight
is still part of the intro. This is still the intro. So we're over here at Spellbook Studios, as we normally are, which is fantastic. They still allow us to use this place, even though Jareth's a psychopath.
Yeah, I need your rent check.
We have to pay more because of you. I hope you know that.
Hey, they're properly insured.
As far as we're aware. So anything new and exciting going on over here at Spellbook, except besides the party that's going to be going on in the background of our show here?
Oh, we got SummerSlam going on in the lounge.
Yeah, what's SummerSlam?
WWE SummerSlam. I hear Brock Lesnar's going to grease up and be sweaty with another guy in a leotard.
Hot. Sexy.
Yeah.
That's how every other SummerSlam I've ever seen has gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
How many of them have you seen, Jareth?
Oh, about 18.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm thinking fetish is a word that applies here.
Talk all the way up here. Put your chin on it and talk to it. That's how you do it. There you go. If you turn from side to side, we kind of lose a little bit in translation. But if you're all the way up here, then they can hear you.
I'm going to get lipstick on the mic.
There you go. There you go. See, that's exactly what. Is that not what you need, Dire Monkey? Speaking of Mike, we don't have him tonight. He didn't want to come play with his migraine.
No, he had like a brain problem.
A brain thing. I think it. Now that we've completely derailed the introduction, I want to say hi to Jareth. Jareth, say hi.
Hello, Internet.
And this evening, I know you've heard our female voice that's on with us that you haven't heard before. That's Alli. Say hi, Alli.
Howdy, y'all.
Now, you've actually met Alex. You know Alex.
Very intimately.
You know Alex?
Oh, yeah, just a tad.
Okay. That's your husband, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. All right. There we go.
On good days.
On good days? All right. So we'll keep him around. He's a good buddy of mine, too. Yeah. So tonight we're doing, it's a Disney episode, but it's not really a family Disney. You say, hey, we're going to have a Disney night, and it's not. This
is not the wholesome version.
Yeah, this isn't the Sparkles Magic sit your kids down and listen to. This is a tangent of these loved stories, as it were. I guess
I would argue that we're addressing how unwholesome they tend to be.
Yeah, that's more accurate. That's more accurate.
Secretly unwholesome.
Yeah. just terrible. Most of them are just terrible. We've kind of been off and on talking about this episode, Allie and I know I've discussed a couple of things with you, Jareth. Just a few. Where's a good place to start here? Because all of them are just kind of awful. But
I don't. Yeah,
True.
It's kind of hard to pick a starting place because there's so much material.
yeah, I guess for me, I'd look more at the ones that reflect back to the old school Grimm fairy tales, because
Those are already messed up. The old school Grimm fairy tales.
No, yeah, they absolutely are.
Well, and I think the sad part about that, though, is the fact that the Grimm's fairy tales honestly did have good messages behind them, but Disney has taken them, completely warped them, and turned them into something that they weren't originally intended to be.
Right. Well, they took these stories that, if you look at them, most of them, no one walked away from them okay.
No.
I mean, no one did. And they've adapted them to become this more, by the end of it, only the bad guys are the ones that got hosed, and that's not necessarily how things work.
Not at all.
I think the witch in Hansel and Gretel was okay. I think she was fine. Didn't she just eat the... Oh, wait, no, they cooked her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shoved her butt in the oven. And
Well, we don't know. She's a witch. She could have been okay.
Could have been.
The huntsman was fine in Little Red Riding Hood, I'm pretty sure.
No, actually, I think after the queen found out that he deceived her and didn't bring her Snow White's heart, that I think she had him killed.
No, Little Red Riding Hood, though.
Oh, Little Red Riding Hood.
Yeah.
I thought you said Snow White. My
No.
bad.
I might have. I meant Little Red Riding Hood. He was fine. He just killed a wolf, and
Yeah,
he might have gotten killed later for poaching.
maybe.
That sounds right.
Well, I mean, everybody's got to get slapped every now and again.
He's also
right?
probably mentally scarred because he pulled out the chewed remains of like 2 human beings from a wolf that was really big.
So, I guess the best thing to do would be to start with, Jareth, do you have a favorite Disney movie or even a Pixar movie?
If I do have a favorite, it's going to be a Disney Pixar movie.
Okay.
But I don't know. I've never really thought of. Never sat down and like listed them.
Yeah.
I don't spend a lot of time thinking on
You
them.
don't have a top 10 for your Disney movies?
Well,
I could have if I was prepared.
Allie, you sound a little bit more prepared for this. What's your favorite? We'll let Jareth stew on that for a moment.
Well, I do have a giant tattoo of Ariel on my arm.
I thought you said we weren't allowed to bring that up.
No, I said you weren't allowed to give me shit for it.
Oh, okay. Well, you are wearing a Little Mermaid shirt, and you do have a Little Mermaid tattoo.
That was actually just totally coincidental.
totally coincidental?
Yeah.
I bet.
Oh, shut
How
up.
many of those do you have?
This one.
No, how many Disney shirts do you have?
I have this one and I have a Mickey Mouse shirt.
All right, so it was a little bit more coincidental. I'm giving you. So Little Mermaid's your favorite.
Yeah, I would
What
have
a
to say
god awful movie.
I know. And honestly, I think the only reason it's my favorite is because at one point in time I had long red hair down to my butt. So I
Oh, okay.
You
So
know.
you
and I grew up with that very rebellious nature. So
related more along the lines to the ginger. Than,
Not to mention
Yeah.
that you used to have a fish fin instead of legs, and
Oh yeah.
lived
Are
in the
you
ocean.
Ariel?
Shh.
Quick, the Jamaicans are coming. Run. They're here for their money.
They found me.
So I watched a video with you the other day where a guy sat there and just picked apart the Little Mermaid like nobody's business.
Oh, yeah.
And the guy was actually pointing out that everyone in the movie all are just normal sounding white people, and then you've got Sebastian, who's the Jamaican guy, and it's like,
Yeah. But
Totally random.
why is there a Jamaican accent on a crab?
Yeah. What significance does the crab have to Jamaica, or Jamaica have to the crab?
Yeah, it's just
I don't think there is.
cultural diversity.
Yeah.
They just
That's what's up.
they just wanted a colorful person, if you catch my drift.
They were trying to meet their bare minimum for the
Yeah.
requirements.
The OSHA bare minimum.
Yeah, exactly.
Affirmative action.
Yeah, there you go.
Yes, there you
Under
go.
the sea.
Affirmative action.
Are you going to walk through and say hi real loud again this time?
everybody? Hi.
That would be Deus Morty, a spellbook artist.
See, I think that should be a thing. Anytime he walks through and we're doing a show, he should absolutely have to say hi now.
Yeah.
Real
Say it
loud.
like Dr. Nick.
He will anyway.
Hi, everybody. See, tangent. So, so one of the points that they made in that video was they're talking about, Ariel having the song where words escape her. And he made a really interesting point, and I never considered it even back then. Of course, I knew that there were portions of that movie that just didn't make any sense at all. But he made a point that she forgot the word feet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? And then he points out that the bird, what's the bird's name?
Scuttle.
Scuttle.
Yeah.
Birds have fucking feet.
Yeah.
Isn't he also like a black market trader?
Yeah, basically. He's,
But all of his information is completely wrong.
Whoa. We didn't
And?
say he was a good black market trader. But he deals in contraband materials
Yes.
Yeah.
that
Yes,
he
he
has
does.
stolen from other people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he does. See,
Then
that,
again,
Not
seagulls
stolen. Not stolen. Salvaged. Notice
Yes.
the air quotes.
are liberated. He saved the spoon from the evil humans.
it is.
You ever wonder if the spoon maybe came from the Beast Castle?
Yes.
So it was like a person,
Yeah.
I would like to.
and they
okay.
drown it.
Now, hold a second. I would like to point out that if all of the servants and everyone in the house got turned into appliances around the castle there, there is an underlying insinuation that at some point, somewhere in that castle, there's a servant that got turned into a toilet.
Not necessarily.
No,
They
no.
well, all of the
Just saying.
servants, all of the servants were turned into appliances or furniture that was capable of free motion. So things that were not attached to stuff.
All right, fine.
So
but
a
I would
toilet
still-
is intrinsically attached to its location.
Well, maybe-
Otherwise, it's useless.
maybe
It's
it's
just a
just-
bucket.
Wait, back when you were using castles, it would have been a chamber pot anyway.
Yes.
Oh, there you go.
Yep.
Thank you
he
for
got me.
supporting my claim. Thank you for that. Now,
So there's a walking shit pot walking around at the castle with
Just-
the beast.
That guy hates his
just
life.
hating
Feed. Maybe he loves it. Maybe that's what he's into. He's like, feed me, beast.
Oh, God. The beast had curry tonight.
So,
I'm so hungry.
also the giant singing armoire that's in that movie totally straight up crushes a man to death whenever they're storming the castle. Jumps over the top, hits him hard enough, lands on him hard enough to shatter the floor beneath him.
Hitting that wonderful opera note on the way down. Like,
As a general rule, if you're going to break the floor with my body is going to break.
yeah. Yeah. That's a fair assessment, especially if you're just made out of wood.
Floors are stronger than me.
But then she hops up and wanders away without a fucking scratch on her.
Oh, yeah.
She's an armoire.
She's magical. You're forgetting that one aspect,
I'm
though.
not forgetting anything. I remember. I watched it. Jumps up and she's like, "Where's the next one?"
Doesn't she, like, capture one of them inside?
Yeah,
inside
that's
the
also
cupboard?
kind of creepy.
Kinda
what would
weird.
have happened?
Don't they turn... What if she
What
turned
happened
back?
Yeah,
Yeah,
with the person
the guy
in
was
her?
still in there.
Yeah.
Now she's pregnant with a full-grown
Man.
I would, as a mother of two children, I would hate to be the one giving birth to that.
I think C-section's the only route with that
Yeah,
that's what
yeah. I
I'm
don't think
saying.
you have a choice.
There's not a whole lot of option
Splitting
there.
right up the middle, otherwise.
Holy crap! Holy
one.
crap!
He just chest bursts like an alien.
That's a whole different movie. We need to save that one for another podcast.
So
Actually, I think we talked about it a little bit.
Oh, that's right, you did,
yeah,
didn't you?
Yeah, we have. You've listened to most of the episodes.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, most of them. I think there might have been some early on ones that you might not have gotten to yet, but
Oh, any of them before me or just whatever.
any of
It's
them,
not worth listening to.
any of
Yeah.
them before you was also not worth listening to. Yeah. So I'm not sure which one to go with here because I kind of like talking about both the Beauty and the Beast movie and also like talking about the Ariel movie or the Little Mermaid movie.
Well, let's go ahead and touch on some of the overarching points.
You want to pick apart Little Mermaid first?
Well, I would like to just address the generalities that apply to all of them.
Okay, go for it.
Like, for example, the themes seem to be contradictory most of the time.
How do you figure that?
Well, there's a lot of like follow your dreams and be your own person.
Right.
But that's only for the main character.
Yes.
Everyone else has to just kind of go with
Assimilate.
they have to assimilate, especially if they're a female character,
Oh, yeah.
which leads me to the next point, which is the general misogyny, potentially accidental, but I don't know.
Doubt it.
Yeah, I doubt it.
Doubt it.
Pretty much every female character, the end goal in mind is to get married and to never have to do anything again except make babies.
Yup.
Which I have a big personal problem with that.
Yup.
So
Now, there are a handful of movies that they made that doesn't necessarily suggest that. One of them being Brave.
Yeah,
Which
Brave.
we've discussed that Brave and Aladdin have a very similar story arc, but it ends with her not getting married and all that good business. But then Frozen
was the other one we were talking about.
actually, I liked Frozen a bit.
Of course you did. You liked the songs.
Well, no.
And the snowman.
The snowman actually was magical.
See, I actually had a problem with the snowman. You
Why?
could tell he was put there for comedy purposes, and he knew it. And that made it no longer funny to me.
Well, that's fine. He wasn't like a bad moral.
No.
I still like the part in the movie where he's singing the song about being in summer, and then by the end of it, Christoph goes,
Somebody's got to tell him.
Christoph's like, I'm going to tell him. She's like, don't you dare.
Yeah.
The thing I liked about Frozen was that it's probably the first Disney movie I've seen that they discount love at first sight.
Yes.
Every other one, it's like, say Ariel. She's like, I have glimpsed this prince. Now I'm going to dedicate my life to him.
First fucking human she lays eyes on. She's like, I'm marrying that son of a bitch.
So in Frozen, the same thing basically happens.
Right.
She gets out, bumps into a handsome prince, Count Duke guy. He's some nobility.
He's a prince. And then the sister, the queen, is like, you can't do that.
Everyone else is like, you are being stupid. And then it turns out he's the bad guy.
Yeah.
Because of course that's stupid.
Comes off at some point, which I thought was great. I love the fact that that movie ended with, you can't necessarily find true love in the first guy that you ever talk to. True love is family. And while that may not necessarily reflect on reality today, since there are a lot of broken families and, but
it's still a much better message.
It still is a much better message. Her sister saved her.
Yes.
That's good.
Yeah. That's true. I had a thought there, and I'm gonna let it go at the moment.
Did I step on it?
I'm gonna let it go. I think I'm gonna let it go.
Well, now I'm curious.
No, I'm doing a joke here.
Okay.
The song Let It Go.
God damn, that took too long.
That's why I keep staring at you real blankly, going, I'm gonna let it go.
I'm sorry, that was just a really dumb joke.
Yeah,
I didn't get it.
Let it go.
That's
Tell you what, you two let it go.
So Frozen's pretty good. It was delightful. I watched it alone as an adult.
That was the point I was going to make, is the two of us have a reason for seeing these things. We have children, whereas you don't even have a cat.
I'm not allowed to have. Actually, I do have a cat.
No, you don't.
I do. He just doesn't live with me.
Oh, okay. So, God damn it.
Ronan is my cat.
You have a cat named Ronan?
Yeah, he's awesome.
I kind of like that. I do. I kind of like that. Okay, so we didn't get around to my favorite Disney movie, and mine is
nobody cares.
Shut up. Mine is The Black Cauldron.
Ooh, yeah.
Best fucking bad guy ever for all of the Disney movies.
Not as good as the book, but still really good.
Yeah. Have you seen this? You look like you haven't seen it. You haven't seen this?
I have not.
Wow, it's got the Horned King. It's like the worst death for a bad guy in... you should see him. He has the worst death for a bad guy in all of the Disney movies, like, ever.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
But he's not even all the way alive, is he?
No, he's alive.
He's alive? Okay.
Yeah, I'd qualify him as alive. Okay, so you've seen Indiana Jones with the Nazis that get ripped apart by the
they get melted by the Ark of the Covenant.
Not the Ark, the Holy Grail, where he drinks from the wrong one.
Oh, yeah.
And it, like, strips him away and makes him an old man. He literally just kind of explodes into dust.
Yeah.
That's what happens to the Horned King.
Nice.
Yeah.
And this is Disney?
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And there's a magic pig. There's a magic pig.
There is.
And then they've got this kid that's retarded, and he gives up a magic sword that literally can destroy anything to get the Black Cauldron from these three witches who are just fucking conniving evil bitches that turn everything into fucking frogs.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, they're like pretty classic witches.
Yeah, and there's the one big fat witch. The three of them actually reminded me of the movie Hocus Pocus.
I love that movie.
That's a great movie.
It really reminded me of that. And the big fat one that was in the cartoon version turns the bard. He's a bard. I'd qualify him as a bard. Turns him into a frog. No, she doesn't. Her sister turns him into a frog, and then she loses him down the front of her shirt. And so there's this frog wandering around between her boobs for like 10 minutes.
Again, this is Disney?
Yeah, this is a Disney movie.
Wow.
Based on a book, so.
And that one right there is actually my favorite of all of them. And that one's Ooh, I think I need to look that one up. Let me find out what year that was made, because I cannot remember.
Forever ago.
Yeah, it's been.
I think jeez. Yeah, it's old as hell.
1985. It's as old as I am. That's 30 years old.
It's older than me.
But it's actually pretty good. And then they've got that talking dog thing.
It's like Grawley or something like that.
Doesn't it die?
It sacrifices itself to the Black Cauldron, yes. Yeah. And then the kid gives he gives up the magic sword that can destroy anything, okay, for the Black Cauldron. They get the Black Cauldron, and the only way to destroy it is if something alive voluntarily gives itself into the Black Cauldron to destroy it.
Yeah.
And so this little talking dog thing crawls inside of it.
He's like a person. He's like a cursed human or something like that.
I don't really know, but he's a little monster.
They make him look more like a dog in the Disney movie.
So it crawls inside and basically offs itself to to stop the Black Cauldron, which
how noble.
Great, good job.
Because the Black Cauldron makes like indestructible zombie soldiers.
Yeah, any dead thing you put into it comes back out as a dead thing but alive. So it's animated. It's literally animated dead. It's really cool. So it's a Disney movie with zombies.
That's kind of an amazing concept.
It's actually kind of terrifying because whenever you look at it as a little kid, it's actually a pretty dark movie.
The book is also
pretty dark.
Reasonably dark.
Yeah,
it was Tim Burton film. Tim Burton's last and only other involvement with a Disney animated film before his departure to become a filmmaker.
No shit.
Wow.
Well, there you go. That would be probably what you should. I have this. Why haven't you watched this?
To hell if I know.
To hell if I know. That's relative to an elephant, right?
And a rhino.
To hell if I know. So you need to watch this movie, but it crawls inside. Okay, so he gives up the magic sword that destroys anything. Then his little buddy crawls in there and kills itself in order to be able to, save the day. And then he gives the cauldron back to the witches in order to bring him back to life, right? So there wasn't really a sacrifice, at all. We discussed the lack of sacrifice the other day. That's funny stuff, but we're not going to get into this one.
In the book, the prince that is leading the army against the dudes sacrifices himself.
Oh, yeah.
Wait a minute. I have to ask a question about what Rob said. You said this was Tim Burton's last movie before what?
Before leaving to become a filmmaker. He worked as a conceptual artist on the film.
But didn't Nightmare Before Christmas come after this? I don't think it's this old. And if I remember correctly, Nightmare Before Christmas is in fact Disney.
Is it?
Stand by.
And also Corpse Bride. I don't know if that one was Disney. I don't think so.
Corpse Bride's a lot newer, though.
It is a lot newer, but that's why I'm asking.
But I mean, that might be when he was just working for Disney, not making movies for
I see
Disney.
what you're saying.
As an artist,
right.
not a filmmaker.
Right. Okay.
The Nightmare Before Christmas is 1993.
Yeah, I can see that.
But I think that one was.
The Black Cauldron is.
I doubt that he was simply an artist for Nightmare Before Christmas. I think
he was the actual showrunner.
Yeah, much bigger hand in the production and everything.
Because I'm pretty sure it's Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah,
so
it
if
is.
you got your name on it,
Yeah.
you didn't just draw some stuff.
And that was technically after Batman.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Mind blown.
Right outside of your skull. Ooh. I'm glad I went to this webpage. Brought up a couple other movies.
Are you on Brazzers again?
No.
Oh.
No. Although I'm fairly confident you can probably find some Disney porn out there.
Oh, I'm sure.
That's probably most definitely a thing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's absolutely.
Rule number, is it 32 or 34?
I think it's 32.
If it exists anywhere, then there's porn of it on the internet.
Oh, yeah.
I have yet to find a porno based off Zelda. And I'm looking to make it myself.
Well, live action, probably
we
not.
probably know some people that would assist with that.
Sweet.
As long as you know somebody with little pointy ears that doesn't say a word, but we need to find out where we can find a fairy that just says, "Hey, listen."
I'm talking Zelda 1. NES Zelda.
Oh, okay. I mean, you still have to have some fucking pay homage.
You like a strictly top-down porno?
Yeah, exactly. You can't just start in the middle. You have to tell the whole story. Just the 3 pieces of Triforce, the 8 dungeons.
Zelda, a dick to the past.
Wow.
Clapping straight to the mic.
Zelda Kink's Awakening.
Yep.
Oh my God, we've jumped off topic again.
This might need to be another podcast, though.
Yeah, I know.
And then there's a whole bunch of sequels that you could do, like Zelda Dildo of Time.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. God damn it.
Or Vagina of Time. Make it mystical.
Yeah, mystical vagina.
All women.
Mystical vagina.
So back to Disney?
Back to Disney. Hey, remember this is a Disney episode, kids.
Kids, you shouldn't be listening to this.
No, if you're listening to this, who the hell is supervising you? So, I'm looking at this site here. I don't even know what the fuck it is, but there is a picture of another one of the movies that I actually really liked, and it's Treasure Planet. But I liked it because it actually doesn't space itself out that much from, I mean, aside from the fact it's in outer space and there's like cyborgs and shit like that, it doesn't really space itself out that much from the
Treasure Island?
Yeah, the original story of Treasure Island.
Treasure Land. It's a land in the middle of other land.
Yes.
So it's a hill.
Plateau.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. I was looking for a better term.
I've never seen the movie.
You've never seen it? It's actually pretty good.
I wanted to really bad when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Because it's pirates and space and everything I was into. But
So glad I'm not the only one with this one.
Yeah, it was fucking awesome. They had the little floating purple turd thing that's named Morph that turns into stuff, and it thinks it's really funny to change itself into a little orb that gives him the location of where the treasure planet is. And
why is that funny?
Because there comes a point in the movie where they actually lose the little orb thing, and then the good guys think they have it, and then they get to where it is where they think they're safe, and they're trying to turn it on, and then Morph turns back into himself, and they're like, "God damn it, Morph!"
Did they say it like that?
No, they didn't say it like that.
Too bad.
Awesome. That would have been awesome, but it was actually pretty good. I really liked the take that they had with it. Whereas you look at like Beauty and the Beast, and that's not how the original was at all. They, if I recall correctly, the Beast ends up remaining as a beast by the end of it, and he kills everybody in Belle's village, and she throws herself off a building.
Yeah, something to that effect.
Yeah.
So happy ending.
Yeah.
Everybody wins.
Yeah.
Nobody's sad anymore.
Yeah.
Except for the Beast, who wanders around aimlessly through the darkness as a beast.
Well, I don't know,
So
maybe
I would
he
imagine he was tracked down and killed.
Well, sorry, but that's what it gets.
Well, that's what you get for being a dick.
Who knows? Maybe he finally just was okay with it. Yeah, who cares? He's big, he's strong, he's hairy. Yeah, but...
Yeah.
Ooh.
All this power, I could destroy you all. Now, someone pointed out, I think I read it online, someone pointed out that with Beauty and the Beast, if you take in consideration how much time had passed from the time that he had the curse placed on him, he would have been like 10 years old whenever he initially had the curse placed on him. Mm-hmm. So when you're talking about this witch that came around, they're talking about this person who's basically an angry child. It's because he was a fucking angry child. You cursed an angry child and turned him into a monster.
Where were his parents at that point?
That's a good question. Maybe they were with Tarzan's parents.
Maybe. But maybe that's why he was a bitter little kid.
It's possible, though, that the curse also kind of locked him in a sort of stasis. So he was like, say, 20-something whenever he got
the flower wilts every fucking X amount of time. That's the whole purpose of the flower.
So that doesn't mean that he changes at all.
So are we trying to suggest here that Belle fell in love with a cub?
Well, no, I'm saying that he could have been like 20-something when he got cursed and still be 20-something when he's uncursed, as far as his
physical form,
his biology is concerned.
Yeah, that's the problem with working with magic. You don't really fucking know what you're going to get.
There's a lot of variables. Because, I mean, maybe the flower was aging for him. Boom.
Oh.
Mic drop.
Whoop, there it is.
You don't drop these mics.
I'd have to disconnect it from the robot arm to do it. And
Seems a lot more complicated than it's worth.
Yeah,
Totally
I'm just not. It's not. It wasn't that good of a mic drop.
Okay, all right. So can either of the two of you explain to me how Mulan qualifies as one of the Disney princesses?
I'm pretty sure. Doesn't she marry a captain in the army?
Yeah,
No.
but she's supposed to be.
She doesn't marry him by the end of the movie.
Yeah.
The second movie, I just saw it for the first time like a
There's
week
a
ago.
second movie?
There's
Yeah,
a second
there's
freaking Mulan. And by the way, little sidebar asterisk for you, a white guy does the Eddie Murphy impersonation for Mushu
Yeah.
What?
And
Why?
Mushu all throughout the first movie is trying to get them together, and then Mushu throughout the second movie is trying to tear them apart because.
Well, technically, Mushu wasn't actually trying to get them together in the first movie. All he really cared about was helping Mulan fight the war
Yeah,
and
because
defeat
it
the
would be
Huns.
honorable in order for him to
But
be
it
able
has
to get
nothing to
position.
do with marriage. She doesn't even end up marrying him by the end of the first movie.
Nope.
But she qualified as a Disney princess.
How?
After the first
How?
movie? To hell if I know.
Because she's a female in a Disney movie.
Boom.
And she's like what, the only Asian one? So I guess she's got to qualify.
And technically, Princess Leia is now a Disney princess.
We
Yeah,
brought that
yep.
up on the way over here. Well, that's totally worth talking about.
I'm sure if Leia were here, she'd have something to say about that, though.
Furthermore, if they actually changed Thor into a woman, then Thor would also be a Disney princess.
Yeah.
Just saying.
He's got the hair.
No.
Sif is a Disney princess then.
She princess?
She's not a princess in Asgard.
Well, she kind of is.
No, she's not.
important.
That doesn't.
Mulan isn't a princess.
You know what?
God
Yeah.
damn it.
We'll apply the same rule to her that Mulan has.
She's the Asgardian
Sif
princess.
Is
All right.
Sif is a Disney princess.
All right.
Thank you for wrecking the day.
You're welcome.
Son of a...
So is Freya's a queen, a Disney queen.
Yeah. And Odin's a Disney king. What about it?
Well, he was.
Well, now Loki is.
depressing.
Totally depressing. That means you're watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. right now, which means you're watching an extension of Disney.
Yeah.
You just never stop watching Disney.
No, and I don't. My kids are awake all day. Disney Junior's on. Sophia,
when I came
the
over,
first,
when I
yada,
came over to
yada.
pick you up earlier, in order to get you over here to the podcast, you were watching Dumbo.
Yeah.
Terrible movie.
Oh,
also
horrible.
Super duper racist.
Oh my God! Yes.
Like one of the most racist things ever.
Oh yeah.
What was it that you mentioned, Jareth, when we were getting something to eat?
The Crows.
The Crows.
Yeah, and their leader being Jim Crow. Yeah. I remember going through my history class while my children were at home watching this one time, and I was sitting in history class, and they're talking about Jim Crow laws, and I go home and I'm watching this movie, and all of a sudden they're like, "Hey Jim," and I'm like,
Jim the Crow, huh?
Did they just refer to him as Jim? And my kids are like, "Yeah," and I'm like, "That's Jim Crow." Seriously? This is a Disney movie? And then
yeah.
I'm watching, I'm like, when's the last time I sat down and watched Dumbo? And so I'm watching this fucking movie for like the first time since whenever I saw it the first time. And I'm watching it, and then at the end of it, Dumbo and the mouse get hammered ass drunk, and they start seeing pink elephants that are attacking them, and what the hell?
Yeah, no, it's super duper weird.
Did you notice the people setting up the circus? All black.
Well, it's time.
Well, I know, but I just found it funny.
Fuck. So, sign of the times, is that what it would be?
I don't know. It's kind of hard to softball that one into sign of the times.
Yeah.
They should have known better.
Well,
They could have got away with it because of the times.
Okay, well, I will grant you that statement, but it's terrible. Oh my God, it's so bad.
I can't get past the Crows. I just can't.
Yeah.
They're all thieving like hobos who all they do is like, no.
Just every bit of it is no.
Yep.
It's all no.
All bad.
So,
I mean, I guess the bright side is they're implying that black people can fly.
and they have magic feathers?
Well, they do play basketball, right?
Wow. Wow, that happened.
Bad joke.
That happened. Jesus Christ.
So yeah, Dumbo's real bad.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so all of them have, you're right, they all have the overarching message of be true to yourself.
Heteronormative white supremacy. That is the overarching message
of all of them. Yeah. So, but with okay, like back to Ariel, it's be happy, be true to yourself, all this good stuff, but then turn away your entire family, give up everything you know and love and everything that defines you as a person.
Give up your greatest talent, the thing that made him notice you in the first place.
because women don't need to speak and have opinions.
Hold on a second.
No.
They just need to be pretty.
Now, hold on a second. Just because he noticed you and started to, holy cow, your voice is amazing and you're beautiful and all this good stuff. That changes immediately because he finds a better version of her because he ends up falling in love with the fact that she doesn't speak. It's like, it's everything I liked about you before without your annoying voice.
You can't talk back now.
Right?
Yeah.
That just screams potential abusive relationship all over it.
Oh yeah, no, it's terrible. It's terrible. And then by the end of it, the fucking Ursula monster shows up. And
What did Ursula have against Triton anyway?
I don't know
Or vice versa.
They never ever cover that.
They did a prequel.
But Ursula's not in it. It's some other lady.
Yep.
It's some other villainous woman
Maybe
who
that's
started
like-
out as the caretaker for the princesses.
Yup.
Maybe that's like Ursula's mom or some shit.
No, Ursula's mom dies in the first movie.
Yeah.
She
I read
dies.
somewhere why she has a beef with Triton. I don't remember it.
Do you?
It's probably not a great reason.
I'm gonna find
But
it.
you know what? It's totally okay because what's his face? The prince in that movie, the pompous asshole that they have a giant statue of floating around at the bottom
Prince
of the
Eric?
ocean. That guy, he harpoons her in the chest with a pirate ship. So it's totally
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Which, again, ladies, don't fight your own battles.
Yeah.
Wait for your husband to do it.
Right. Right. Just sit there on the bottom of the seafloor watching in terror.
No, there's no reason for terror. He's got this. Now, okay.
Have faith in your man.
What was it that Alex said the other night about the one? Was it Prince Philip, the one that goes and fights the dragon?
Shit, I don't remember.
Was it that one he was talking about? That's the only guy who has any fucking nuts on him because
Yeah, because he fights through all the thorny bushes and then takes on Maleficent as the dragon and does away with her.
Now, did you watch the Angelina Jolie version of that movie? Where,
I did, just recently,
What did you think about that?
I thought it was a very interesting take,
Yeah.
but having not read, and I have a book of Grimm's fairy tales at home, but I don't know if Sleeping Beauty was one of them. I've never read the original version, but I thought it was very interesting that they give you more of a backstory on Maleficent, and you get a completely different image of the king and the queen and what led up to potential events, and the fact that the story ended up flipping, and now you're seeing a softer side of Maleficent when she starts caring about Aurora. And I thought that was really... I thought it was well done.
I liked it.
So here's a fun thing, it's not on Sleeping Beauty. Anybody think about how the prince from Snow White is kind of like a necrophiliac?
Oh, yeah.
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 He just like stumbles upon this admittedly pretty person in a coffin who's clearly dead. And he's just
dead.
like, well, zip. Best to bring her back to life, if you know what I mean.
Get ready for some electroshock.
Anytime I'm out in the woods and I find a dead person, that's how I try to bring them back.
I bet you do. You're just applying CPR like you know how.
That's DPR.
That's how he knew. That's how he was trained. DPR?
Yeah, it's DPR.
And what is DPR's acronym?
I don't know.
Come on, make it work. You had it.
No, I didn't have an actual acronym.
I can't actually.
CPR, DPR, because...
What does CPR stand for? Because then I could do it.
Cardiopulmonary resuscitation.
All right, then
That.
dick pulmonary resuscitation.
God damn it.
Actually, CPR could stay because cock.
God. I love that because cock.
Yeah, it starts with a C. It's not a K, everybody. I looked it up.
It ends in K.
Well, yeah, but it doesn't start with K.
Yeah, but it's totally okay.
Ooh. You got those backwards. It's KO.
Knock you out. Because we're talking about Sleeping Beauty. And they're
Oh. Yeah, that was awful.
that was terrible. We should be fired.
You guys
It's a
are all
good thing
going
no
to
one
hell.
can fire us. So
There's a
you look-
special place in hell for you guys.
we don't get paid for this.
Yeah, we don't get paid. Dire Monkey, you look like you found something there for a second.
Not yet, still looking.
Okay, so son of a bitch.
He just totally derailed you, didn't he?
Yeah, a little bit.
With a dick.
When did this become a dick joke thing?
I don't know.
All right, so
When it started being about Disney. Because
hold on. Let's hit you with the big D here for just a moment, okay?
Disney. Yeah. Let's face it, in Disney, dicks have all the power.
That's true.
There was a dick on the cover of the Little Mermaid video.
Okay, so
The palace was made of penises.
Yep, I used to have that tape cover.
do you?
Well, I don't anymore, but I used to.
I thought you meant you had the dick that was on the cover.
No.
The palace.
That would have been really
The whole
large and-
palace?
yeah, that would have been completely non-functional.
Well.
Oh my god, that meant semen lived in the dick.
No. He's just getting this.
Oh my god.
Holy hell.
The whole dick castle's filled with semen.
Yeah. Wow.
Hey, antsy women.
And see women. Thank you. They're unspoken. And the fact that Triton is a fucking douchebag because he's like, same video from the other day where the guy was talking about, do you start every fucking day with making your children sing how awesome you are?
And make the entire village just come and watch. The entire kingdom has to watch them sing their praises.
How is it exactly that some of them are like mutual, like they're on the same level with the merfolk, right? But then there's other ones that are first into what appears to be like jobs and or slavery where they have to like fucking tote people around on chariots.
They're basically the appliances from the Flintstones.
So
some of them are instruments.
How do you fucking figure out which one's which there?
Because it's a living.
Okay, so if it's a living, does that mean that the clamshells that hold up Ariel's boobs are fucking some guy?
No, they're the corpse of a clam. One clam that died.
Are you sure? Because it could just be a live clam that's like, well, I got to go support the princess.
Suction cups.
Well, I don't think that a full clam would cover her boobs very well.
No,
You don't know that.
Yeah.
Well, it's because it's rounded on the other side. So then it would just kind of like be like balancing on her nips.
Side note, I actually just saw a meme the other day that was really funny. It showed Ariel in the middle and then all of her sisters on either side of her. And you notice that all of her sisters, the shell color matches the tail color. But Ariel, she's got the purple clams with the green tail. And the caption was just something to the effect of, you need to get your shit together, Ariel. Why does your bra not match your tail?
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Well,
Rebellious to the very end.
I think I read somewhere that the reason that women wear colored underwear and things of that nature, flashy stuff, is because they want to show it off to somebody. So maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe she just wanted her boobs to be noticed.
Yeah, look at these titties.
Yep.
I wonder if she.
That's right. You can quote me.
So, once she goes on land, does she continue wearing clams, or does she switch to a more traditional brassiere?
Well, okay. So much like the what is it she calls the fork?
Dingle hopper.
The dingle hopper. I'd imagine she probably has a different name for, it's like an over-the-shoulder boulder holder.
Melon slings.
Yeah.
Back home, they called them pearl slings.
They show her when she comes out of the water after she gets the legs. She's still wearing the clams, but then they show her wrap up in that
What about her other clam? It's like all...
that always shocked the hell out of me because the first thing that I would have noticed is, wow, there's a hole there all of a sudden. Yeah, I got feet. I've seen those. What the hell is this thing? You know?
Exactly.
Are you insinuating fish don't have vaginas?
I'm just saying they're different. I'm sure.
They have cloacas, actually.
Oh, holy shit.
Like
See,
a crocodile.
I haven't done research like this guy.
How do you know things?
I paid attention in school.
Biology?
Yeah.
Your biology?
Okay.
God damn it.
Like, all their business comes out of the same stuff.
Yeah.
It's the cloaca.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch. Quit
I'm never
saying
going to forget.
cloaca.
I'm never going to forget that word now.
Quit saying it.
Cloaca.
I feel like we're missing a movie here, and
It's not that funny.
I think it's The Lion King.
Yep.
Yeah. Also, another one of those things where it's
Super
a
traumatic.
hierarchy of power that probably should be evaluated a little bit.
Everybody's worshiping those things that eat them.
Yeah, there's that, and the fact that Scar's fucking name is like the most ironic thing ever.
Not ironic, coincidental. Different.
So, okay, so he's born and was named Scar, and then later in life gets fucked up in the face.
Well, maybe the name meant something different in the language because they're in Africa.
Could have been a birthmark.
Most of the names in
Okay.
that movie actually have
Like Mufasa
names,
being
and
king,
I
and
forget
like
what
Simba being lion.
White
yeah.
lion.
like Rafiki.
Whatever.
Rafiki is friend.
He is friend.
Yeah.
Except for he smashes you over the face with a fucking stick every time he
Hey,
gets
sometimes a friend has to do that.
He also
true
drowns
friend.
you in gourd juice once you come out.
Fuck you, monkey. I'll take your stick and break your stick. Because he's a dick.
Hey, a good friend will smack you in the face with a stick if you need it.
That's true. That's true.
A good friend will
true.
also gourd you when you need it.
Well, yeah. All over
Take
your
that
face.
how you want.
Just like this. Ready?
I had no idea this podcast was going to become this inappropriate.
Oh, no.
They're all inappropriate.
Yeah, they all kind of spiral way.
They're very appropriate for this podcast.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're just inappropriate for anywhere other than this
Yup.
podcast.
Right.
And we have people that tune in.
Apparently.
It's good times. They're
I'm
like,
sorry, Internet.
no, you're not.
I know.
No. So there is, in my mind, there's kind of question as of to, is it Nala? That's the female one.
Yeah. I forget what that one means.
Who the fuck is her dad?
That would be Mufasa.
Yeah.
They're lions. It's not the same rules.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
so it's totally cool that there's like incest stuff going on.
Cousins and
Yeah.
cousins, you know.
Rock on.
They're animals. They do it all the time.
Oh, okay.
In fact, that's how you thoroughbreed a lot of animals.
Okay, I would like to point out that thoroughbreds are actually not a pleasant thing, especially with like dogs, like
Oh, yeah, it
purebreds and things of that
ruins
nature.
them.
Yeah, no.
So many health problems develop from that.
Well, still, people want it. They're more expensive.
Gross.
Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah.
So every single one of the movies that we've named off so far that I can think of, ranging throughout time, have that character, where be it Sebastian the Crab or Jim Crow or
Where they have some black guy, the token black guy.
where
Wait, Sleeping Beauty didn't have a token black guy.
it's the dragon. Hello.
The dragon is a woman.
Oh, right. Okay, so it has to be Dopey.
That's Snow White.
Wrong movie. God.
Boom.
All right.
Yeah.
Also,
You're the one that knows this stuff. Fix it.
well,
No, that's what I'm saying, is that Sleeping Beauty doesn't have a token black person.
Sleeping Beauty doesn't have a lot of characters
That's
in it.
true.
to
That's
begin
true.
with.
That's true.
That is very true. I guess Maleficent's Raven that sits on her staff, you could
You
I
can make
think
leap.
that one might,
That might be
just
a
be a
stretch.
hard one to do with because there's so few characters, so little going on
yeah.
Yeah.
that isn't just overtly what is happening on the screen.
So what we're saying here, you know, now that we're 15 minutes to the end of this episode,
That went really fast.
doesn't it?
That's what she said. Oh, wait. She did.
Holy cow!
I'm sorry.
Didn't need that much information, Rob.
That's
I lie.
I find myself on the other end of that equation. So
You're receiving the really fast.
no. Normally it's let me check my watch and ask you if you're near done. Beside the point. So what are you thumping your head for?
That was my hashtag facepalm.
Hashtag facepalm. I will have you know that is the first hashtag we've had for this, like ever.
Is it?
Woohoo!
Surely someone else made
Nope,
a hashtag
we've
joke.
never done a hashtag joke on here.
Well, damn. Good job.
I pay attention to things.
What do I win?
Our respect and the opportunity to come back another time.
I didn't have
You
that
get to
anyway.
drink from the fire hose.
So pretty much,
So the overlying theme that we have in everything, all Disney movies, we can pretty much make that blanketed statement, right? Is if you're not the right gender and you're not in the right position in regards to, you know,
if you're not the right gender and genetic type,
okay,
say like white and tall,
right,
not a midget.
okay, and then you also have to kind of encompass your social status to a degree. If
Or
you
political status.
if you
Yeah.
don't fall into those categories, shit don't go well for you in Disney movies.
And it doesn't need to go well for you. You
no,
just
it
have to
doesn't matter.
accept it.
yeah,
Yeah.
But they're good movies, right? They're wholesome.
And yet,
Super great.
it doesn't matter how horrible the underlying messages are. We're going to keep fucking watching them.
I watched them when I was a kid, and look at me.
Yes, look at you.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Look out, world. This is what you're creating.
Where's your green shirt, Jareth?
It's at home. I couldn't find it in my pile of clothes.
how many clothes do you have?
I have 5 clothes.
5.
And you couldn't find it?
Yeah. This is,
I would also like to. Okay, there is another movie that I would like to touch upon briefly. You look like you're hunting down something. What do you got?
Interesting bit of trivia from The Lion King.
Okay.
James Earl Jones played the voice of Mufasa.
Yes.
Yep.
Madge Sinclair played the voice of Sarabi.
Okay.
That was the king and queen from Coming to America.
Sure
oh
is.
my God. You're right. and
I
love that
actually knew
movie.
that.
Son of a bitch.
Yep.
Wow. The Brave Little Toaster.
Oh, that movie's super like jacked up.
The
Sad.
most terrifying cartoon deaths ever. Period.
Isn't there a blowjob joke in that one?
I think
there's a
there is.
blowjob joke somewhere in every Disney movie.
Yeah, they kind
You
of
just-
insinuate things all the way
You have to be
across.
astute enough to see it.
Kind of like in Toy Story where they make the joke about Mr. Potato Head taking his wife's mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty
Well, maybe
sexist.
they were just trying to say,
I'm the only one that takes my wife's mouth.
Yeah.
And then they turned him into a cucumber.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
They tried turning him into a case. Well, he did turn into a quesadilla
He did.
for a little
Well,
bit.
it was the tortilla shell. Yeah, it was the
Tortilla.
Well, that's what a quesadilla is made out
the
of.
tortilla. Yes, I said tortilla.
Quesadilla.
Quesadilla. Wow. So The Brave Little Toaster is awful. The Lion King is awful. The Little Mermaid is awful. Brave is the same movie as Aladdin, which is awful. Which we didn't actually get into the idea that
we didn't.
Aladdin, it takes place in the future is a thing that I'd read, which
you
you
didn't
kind of
bring that
disagree
up.
with a little bit, Jareth, right?
Yeah. I don't think they think that out that hard.
No, I really don't think so either. But there is something I read online that suggested that Aladdin takes place 10,000 years or so in the future because Genie says that he's been trapped inside the Cave of Wonders for at least 10,000 years.
And is this just a fan theory?
Yeah, it's fan theory, and which I don't know why the fuck I was reading fan theory about Aladdin, but whatever.
Yeah, that seems like a weird way to spend your time.
Well,
You could be out busting perps
he was researching for the podcast.
Well,
nah.
no, I don't prepare that
I was
much.
throwing you a bone here,
Nope.
dude. Come on.
I don't prepare that much. He doesn't even prepare that much. 9 times out of 10, he just looks over my shoulder and takes my answers.
That's a damn dirty lie.
I actually looked some shit up.
See? You're the only one that prepared for this, and this is our show. So,
Well, I didn't want to come in here and not know that what I was talking about. I had no idea you'd bring up movies that I haven't seen. That was kind of not fair.
well, I do that on occasion. We kind of go off, like I said, we go off in dark
Because you're a
holes.
jerk.
Well, that too. What did you prepare for? Give me.
Well, I think I said everything I wanted to say.
So you mean we covered all the stuff that you actually looked into? You're just
Yeah.
complaining at me.
Yes.
We
Okay.
should have just stretched it out over those topics.
There was something I was going to say a minute ago.
All right.
Oh, just on the fan theory thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if I think I told you this the other day, but there's actually a fan theory that the director of Frozen and Tarzan confirmed that Tarzan is actually Anna and Elsa's brother. That when the ship sank, it didn't actually sink in Frozen. It just crashed onto an island.
And then the mother and father ended
Yeah.
up surviving. They ended up having another child, which was the little boy, and the little boy stays there on that
Raised
island.
by gorillas.
Yep.
Just interesting.
Whoa.
Right? Just thought I'd
You
share
look
that.
like you need some marijuana smoke just billowing out of your mouth when you say that.
Also, I heard another fan theory that the ship that Anna and Elsa's parents were on
Is
they
the one
were,
that's underneath the ocean whenever Flounder's like, it looks
No.
damp?
no, which makes no damn sense,
Stupid fucking fish.
right?
Hey,
no, actually,
hey. He managed to get the statue of Eric somehow inside the fucking cave, okay? So leave that little bastard
He
alone.
can be strong, but he's still stupid.
no. The theory is that they were on the way to Rapunzel's birth celebration.
Well, yeah, because Rapunzel ends up showing up in the movie,
Yeah.
which I actually fucking paused that shit during
Like,
the movie, and it was actually
Supposedly
there.
they're cousins or something.
Yeah, whatever. It doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
That shit don't matter.
It's interesting how much everything connects sometimes.
Well,
Bwam. The Inception noise.
was that?
It's the Inception noise.
Oh, okay.
I'm not a giant red, mechanical tuba. So I'm sorry I can't make it perfect. Can you do it, Rob? Do you got it?
Do you have a button for that? Do you have a mechanical tuba?
I may have the Inception noise, but
It doesn't. It's not titled
it would take
mechanical
it would
tuba.
take the remaining 10 minutes to find it.
Damn it.
Wait, we're at 3 minutes.
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
I'm going to need
Okay,
you
I
to
was
be
about
more
say, son
prepared
of
for
a-
my mind being blown. Just in the future.
Oh my god. So okay, the Snow White and the Huntsman with what's her face, the one that has like one single expression for every movie she does. What's her fucking name?
Well, I missed that.
The movie.
Oh, the live action one.
Yeah, the live-
Kristen Stewart.
That chick.
Oh,
Yeah,
her.
Yeah.
the one that has a single fucking expression for like everything.
Yeah.
Have you seen that? Have you
No, I
watched it?
haven't.
Have you seen that? You haven't. None of you people. Fuck you people. Have you? None
Fuck
of
you
you have
too.
seen. All right, I have that. How is it you haven't watched?
I didn't have an interest in seeing that one.
It's actually not terrible, but at the same
But Kristen
time,
Stewart's in it, so it's
yeah.
got to be pretty terrible.
Well, okay, you ignore her and you watch the remainder of the movie.
Okay, but isn't she supposed to be Snow White?
Yeah.
Like the star of the movie?
Yeah, but they don't spend a whole lot of time with her.
Oh, all right then. I was gonna say it's gonna be kind of hard to ignore.
Yeah, you can ignore her for the most part. It's actually not that bad.
All right then.
And I've found that's how I watch most movies with her. I just ignore the fact she's there. It makes
Yeah.
things a lot simpler.
Except in Twilight.
I never watched Twilight.
Yeah.
I watched the first one, and then I was like, yep, I give up on this.
So you watched Twilight.
No. I watched part of Twilight. And then my mother started there and went off on a tangent about how there wasn't a golden onion, and I lost interest really quickly.
What?
Yeah, I have no idea what a golden onion has to do with anything.
Apparently.
I'm happy I'm avoiding all of that.
I thought it was a sex reference.
No, apparently there's
but I
like
can't
an
figure out how.
actual like award that
I'll
they're
show you.
supposed to get or something that has like a golden onion.
I don't know. But if you ignore Kristen Stewart in Twilight, then it becomes a weird kind of love story between a sparkly vampire and a werewolf. Yeah,
I
but
think that would be far more interesting.
it becomes
Honestly, I think that'd be far more interesting.
it would be like they're battling their homo-ness for each other. They're trying to deny it.
Their lustful nature.
Oh, yeah.
What was it you referred to it as? Spitfire? Is that what it was?
Oh God, spit roasting.
Spit roasting. That's what it was.
Eiffel towering.
Yes. Yeah. See, every time. High five. Yeah. That wasn't an Eiffel Tower, folks.
Nor were either one of us involved in either one of those things.
None of the three of us. None of the three of us were involved in that. Jareth, do you have any idea what we're referring to?
Yeah, no, I totally know.
Okay, thank God. Because I wasn't going to have that talk.
The bro code says no to that.
This is a Disney episode. I'd like
When
to invite
involved
you
when involved in a devil's three-way, bros are never to make eye contact.
It's true.
It's rule number like what, 17?
I think so.
fucking know.
See, I was unaware of the bro rules.
Oh, Christ.
I know the one female rule, and that's don't get involved.
Okay, this is a Disney episode.
Or literally, don't get in the middle.
Don't come between two people like that. What?
Do we have a rim shot sound?
What?
Da-bum-bum.
What? He does, but he's got to get that thing turned on.
Damn it.
He didn't turn it on. He heard you talking about it, and then he's like, I'm not going to turn it on.
I
He just
had
gave
to
up.
use it in
He
weeks, and
gave
now
it up.
I
Well,
need it every fucking 5 minutes.
now,
here.
well, because Jareth or because Mike's not here, and you don't have to do shut the fuck up, Mike.
Well, we also haven't recorded in weeks, so
Well, yeah, but that's okay. That's okay. So there's an entire website that I'm looking at that's referred to as Dark Disney, and it's on Facebook. It's kind of awesome.
well, great. They just made our entire podcast obsolete.
Oh, yeah? No, actually, it's just a bunch of pictures. See? Yes. Yeah, that hotness. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. See, that's nice.
That'd be my Little Mermaid there.
See? Look at that.
Oh,
Glad
yeah.
I can't see it.
Oh, yeah.
Bugging her. You don't need to see it, because you guys think I'm looking at, what's that site you're referring to me as watching?
Brazzers?
Brazzers. There you go, yeah. Oh, my.
Oh, my.
Brazzers.
Oh, my.
That would be Belle and the Beast getting into some BDSM looking stuff there.
Well, I think that's a scene from
Holy crap.
50 Shades of Grey.
Hey, so I don't
I
know
haven't
if
seen
you
that crap.
noticed while you're over there looking at Disney porn, but he said 5 minutes.
Yeah, we
heard him
noticed.
say it. I heard him say it. We're looking at the Beast with a
Whip in his hand. Oh, no, a riding crop.
right crowd following Belle into some room.
So here's the cool thing. Our listeners can't see any of this.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now I just explained it to you, so everybody's
Now
all
they're
on board.
all coming up with their own mental images,
Yeah.
which in some ways could be even better.
Sometimes.
I can almost guarantee it would be.
You know what movie we didn't actually discuss was Cinderella.
Bring it up.
Well,
Go.
I
Giggity.
as
Get it.
shut up, let me talk. As much as I agree with the concept that her life was horrible and she should find a way to improve it, I find it kind of sad and tragic that the only way that she could improve it was by
Marrying a prince.
sneaking out, and depending on the guy. She clearly didn't have the means or couldn't think of a way to improve her situation herself. No, she's just got to marry out.
Yeah.
That's
She's
quick,
got to
quick,
sneak
easy
out,
answer.
get knocked up,
right,
and
right.
then,
Yeah, we know what was
marry
going on
out.
up until midnight.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's also a bad indication of what Disney thinks how women interact. Is that that was a hostile environment
Right.
because they were women who hated her because she was
Right.
prettier.
I'm sure the underlying implication there is that their cycles had all synced up. Yeah.
well, except for Cinderella, or Ella's, because her name's not actually Cinderella.
Right. Maybe she just,
Ella.
doesn't have a cycle. I don't know.
Her name's actually just Ella.
Too young. But they're screaming Cinderella.
See, I'm liking this. I'm liking this. I'm liking
good.
this. Disney's, Walt Disney's The Lion King is actually Hamlet with animals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have done it with pigs then.
You'd have done it with.
That's
Bitch.
Animal Farm. Also a Pink Floyd album.
So should we perhaps move on into our closing?
I think.
Which
maybe.
we are now like 2 minutes away from the end here.
I think so. So, was that thing turning on or off?
It was rebooting because I had to install an update.
Okay. So, I just heard, music for a moment there, and I wanted to give it a moment. So,
Angels descended from the ceiling.
yes. Down from the heavens descended Chuck Norris. Anyhow, this has been whatever fucking episode we're on.
112.
I don't know what the. Oh, I wish. I don't know what episode. We're getting close to 20. We're getting close to 20. By God, I'll remember number 20, and I will point out it's number 20 when we get there. But I don't know if we're there yet. So you look like you're calculating, Mr. Dire Monkey.
I was going to look it up.
Ah, see, that would be much appreciated.
Using robots.
Skynet. So this has been whatever episode it is, and it's been fun. Allie, thanks for showing up over here.
Of
Appreciate
course.
you coming. You have to come back for another one.
Yeah, I hope so. Great.
Most of our guests always walk away feeling like they're not going to be welcome back based off the interactions that they have, and they're all wrong. We'll have them back always. So we're going to have you back again. I want to make sure that happens.
Yeah, I don't get that feeling from you.
Good. You're the first. Rock fuck on. High fives.
Yeah.
First hashtag. First
Hashtag high five.
High fives. Son of a... Jareth, anything you want to add, or you just want to say bye, internets?
Nope. I think we covered more or less everything. I mean, I'm sure there's plenty we missed on how bad Disney movies are, but
I've already thought of 3 other movies that we could have talked about. Wall-E, for example. Can't believe that one didn't come up.
but it's also delightful.
No, it is
Jareth
delightful.
loves Wall-E.
No, I do too. I just think that it's a glimpse into our future that's pretty fucking scary.
Yeah.
Well, we have to go through the idiocracy portion of humanity first.
Well, right. That's a common.
So since there's not a lot
dumbing
else,
down of society.
since there's not a lot else I can think of, I'm just gonna go with the buy internet thing.
Buy internet thing works. So,
internet
do you know
thing.
when the next time we're doing diecast or no idea?
Next week after, I can't remember what he said.
We'll have to talk with Mr. Mike since he's not here.
I don't know. Depends on if he has like a dick in his brain again.
Maybe if he had a hamburger, that would
Might fix something.
might shore some things up for him.
FYI, this looks to be episode 16.
16.
Oh,
That
getting
sounds good. I
close.
told you we're getting close to 20.
This is our Sweet 16 episode.
yes.
And we're talking about a
Disney.
lot of princesses that are probably about 16 doing stupid shit and getting married.
Yeah, because all of them make good choices at that age. Did
Oh,
you make
yeah.
good choices when you were that old?
Fuck no.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
No.
I made all of my best choices at 16.
Did
It was
you?
all downhill after that.
I think those are called the consequences of those choices.
No.
No?
They were different choices.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
Yeah.
is it
I don't believe him. Look at that look on his face. I'm not buying it for a second.
grinning like the Cheshire cat?
Cheshire.
I wish I could just dissolve my face and leave my mouth.
What?
You heard me.
All I heard was something leave my mouth.
Play it back.
Sorry.
Something leave my mouth.
Oh, you're going to have to listen to it on the playback.
You know I do. As soon as I leave here, I always plug this in and listen to it after the fact. So it's going to happen.
Well, get ready.
It's going to happen. I'm going to find out.
It's going to be a surprise.
Something leave my mouth. All right. So now that we're at the very end of the episode, I do want to point out that Josh and I are almost completely finished with card design. We need to get a handful of more pictures for some peoples. We need to get some actual peoples for the cards.
Can we use my kids as zombies?
Yeah, I took a picture of Augie at one point.
Oh,
in
you
time.
did?
Yeah,
Taking pictures of my kid without my knowledge?
You were there. It's
No, I wasn't.
Yeah, it was the night you gave us the screamer picture.
Oh, all right.
It's the night that I got.
There was a lot going on that night. 'Cause
That's
the in-laws were in town.
Yeah, and that's the night that you had the shotgun and Al had the pistol.
Right.
And I got pictures of a bunch of stuff.
Okay.
But you were right there.
I don't remember you taking pictures of my kid.
Yeah.
You're lucky your uncle
So while
Matt.
they're talking about that, Dire Monkey, how's Dire coming?
It's coming along slowly but surely. We're working on the animation rigging up.
Who you calling Shirley?
You. I'll be frank. We're working on the animation, getting it all rigged up. So,
Okay, cool.
yeah.
So about how long until we can
Well,
expect
we're
to get our
testing
hands
it.
on it?
we're testing it in the office right now, so it's probably another couple months before it gets into beta.
Oh, damn.
A public beta, or invite public beta. So many different names we're calling this beta invite time period.
Groovy.
But, yeah.
So we've got Diecast to look forward to. We got it rolling around. We've got Dire that'll probably come out before that, and then hopefully by the time October gets around here, that's kind of the line we're drawing roughly for the cards to be finished and finalized. And our goal, if all goes according to plan, we'll have it ready to rock and roll. And I think there's a game convention, like actually called Game, that we're going to try to get to go to. I think D.A. Roberts is actually going to try to show up at that, and I'm going to try to tag along with him with the cards. Still need to work out some of the details on that. Are you going to be going with
Gonna try to.
spell book for that?
Gonna try to.
Yeah. Okay.
Also, tell them that we're changing studios, upgrading our studio.
We are again. Just as Dire Monkey just said, we're changing some stuff around over here, and I'm going to
may have some visual component.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You can see all of our sexiness.
So Jareth is going to go up exponentially in anxiety, and you're actually going to have to wear a wizard hat.
And your green shirt. You can never miss the green shirt.
Yeah.
on the
No, and I'll
podcast
have
again.
to have an actual uniform for this.
You know what you should do is wear the wizard hat and then get a green shirt embroidered with a little guy with a wizard hat.
Perpetual
Right
wizard.
there.
Totally wizard.
Wizardception.
Hey, we could get the little
Wizard
guy
inside
from
a wizard.
We can get the little black wizard from Final Fantasy.
Ooh.
Vivi?
Yeah.
He's my favorite.
I know. He's even got the perpetual wizard hat like you.
Vivi's the best.
So